So you have some leftover chicken, a few odds and ends in the fridge, and you're not quite sure what to do with it. In 10 minutes, in real time, I'm going to show you how you make magic with just a few odds and ends that are lurking in your fridge. It's real-time cooking again. I got my pan on the stove. And this happens to me often, and I'm sure it happens to you. You just have some leftovers and you think, what can I do with like a quarter of a chicken, a few little bits and pieces there. So as my pan heats up, I'm going to explain what kind of magic I decided. I got a little saute pan here, a little olive oil going in. And I got an onion and a sweet potato. So we're going to do a little chopping and talking. So here, I want to take you to the Eastern Mediterranean with something that I just really call a no recipe recipe. Going in the pan once my oil is hot, a little sizzle is good. This is a no recipe recipe. So let's say you don't have chicken, but you have, I don't know. I got some onions on the floor. Stay right there. I'm still here. So let's say you've got some beef. This could easily be done with a little bit of beef. So the idea is whatever you have in your fridge that you feel, what am I going to do with this stuff? This type of recipe is perfect for that. Don't get too concerned about the specific things here. I'm going to give it a little spice because I do want to take you to the Eastern Mediterranean. Cumin seeds, mortar and pestle. Love cumin seeds. Going in. Couple of chilies, however hot you like it. Now, just because it's leftovers doesn't mean it has to be boring. That's the whole point. I'm going in with a little garlic, with your permission. Whoa, did you see that? It came right at you. How much garlic do you think I should put in? I'm going to go with a clove. Not too much. Still want to always take out my germ for the garlic. That's very hard to digest. So we're going to take that out. I always do. Keeping an eye on my onions. And I'm going to thinly slice this garlic, but it's not going to go in yet, because I just don't want it to burn. This was a little bit mangled, this piece. My onions, I can smell and I can hear, are getting a little caramelized, which is good. This is going to take about 6 or so minutes. Garlic going off to the side. Next thing to go in are my spices, because I want to introduce those flavors to the onions. Already smelling fabulous. Going to hit it with a little bit of salt, seasoning in layers, and I'm going to hit it with a little turmeric. I want to give it a nice bright yellow color. It is going to impart a bit of flavor too. It's not essential, but I thought it would be nice. Now, you like my little cooktop beeping? As soon as I lift, that's the thing about induction, which is phenomenal, but as soon as you lift your pan off, it starts beeping. That's the beeping that you're hearing. Let me go in now with the zest of one lemon, which I am obsessed with. I'm obsessed with zest. Adds so much to anything you have. I probably have more bald lemons and limes and oranges in my fridge than anybody. I love that. Now, the sweet potato, I happen to have one kind of sweet potato sitting around in the fridge. So I thought, why don't we grate it? Because it'll cook super quickly like that. The point about this dish is it's going to be fast. Okay. The other thing, because I realize here that I only have probably the equivalent of one whole chicken leg. I want to amp it up a little bit, so I'm going to add some beans to it, or chickpeas I happen to have. But if you've got any kind of bean, that would be fantastic. If you wanted to make this whole thing vegetarian, also this is a great recipe. Smelling, yeah, we know. I want those to soften just a little bit more, but I'm going to add already the sweet potatoes so they cook together. Ooh. Look at the color on that. Once the sweet potato goes in, I'm going to hit it with the garlic also. The sweet potato gave me a little bit of a buffer here, so now I cranked up the heat a bit, and by grating that sweet potato, oh, the aroma. Saying it's so good. I know where I am. I know I'm in the kind of Eastern Mediterranean with all these beautiful flavors. Now, I'm going to take the meat off of my chicken. And because this is dark meat, I'm not worried about it getting overcooked. I'm really just heating it through. Okay. Put that in there. Now, because I see that it's catching a little bit on the bottom, let me just come over here, wash my hands. And give it a little moisture. There we are. See how it just caught a little on the bottom as soon as I added the sweet potatoes. Understandable, right? The smell is so beautiful. This aroma is gorgeous. You see what that turmeric does? It gives it a lovely yellow hue. Now at this point, where pretty much I'm just heating things through. The sweet potato's not quite done. I'm going to add the chickpeas so that all the flavors work well together. And the rest of the chicken going in. This is also a good way to not waste so much food. I tend to think that we're so obsessed with, I don't know, a plate looking a specific way, or maybe we have recipes that we really want to make, and we're not so great at improvising, I think. And this is a good sign of any great cook, be it a professional chef or somebody at home, is how to take the odds and ends in your fridge and make something delicious with them and not waste food. Washing hands. I'm now going to season. I gave it already one layer of seasoning, a little bit of salt. The chicken that I roasted was already seasoned. Again, I think we tend to over salt things. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. And what am I going to do? How am I going to serve this? I often have some little bits of leftover greens. Here, it's going to be sort of a warm chicken salad-y thing happening, going over some hearty greens that'll wilt them and make this beautiful dressing. Yeah, the smell is gorgeous. I love these flavors. If you want to add some coriander, that would be lovely just to brighten it up the green. It doesn't really need it, but I think that would be a lovely addition to this. That. If you had smell-o-vision, you would want to smell this right now. Okay. In here, I'm just going to spin my baby kale. You want to use a green that's going to be hearty here, so nothing really soft and delicate, because once that hot mixture touches that, it's going to wilt it, which is what we want. I'm going to get my lemon ready, just rolling that lemon to bring out all of its juices. So essentially what I'm making here is a warm dressing. This is, I would have to say, my biggest beef is lemons that don't have any juice. I always have these dreams of, the lemon that you just squeeze it and it's just full of juice, which doesn't happen that often. But this one is it's a dud. Now I want to taste this before I get it on the plate for you, because as far as I'm concerned, the smell is great. I added that chili, so I don't know that I'm going to go in with any pepper, but let me just taste it before I take it off the heat. Now everything is cooked here, so I don't need to worry. The only thing that wasn't cooked was the onions and the sweet potato. Home run. Screamer. Oh, the tang. Oh, the spice. I think I'm going to add just a teeny bit salt, but other than that, it's brilliant. So this is it. It's coming your way, and it's going to hit these beautiful greens just as it is warm like this. The one last thing I'm going to do is hit it with a little more olive oil, because I do want to have that dressing happen. And one last thing, let me just show you, because I did say we're going to the Eastern Mediterranean. Look at that tahini. This is tahini mixed with a little bit of water. Oh. Right? I'm going to add that again. That's going to just heighten that flavor. Any kind of nut butter you have, cashew butter, almond butter, anything would be beautiful here. Okay, so it's coming your way. How beautiful was that? And quick. Look at the colors. Look at the textures. Come on. Hopefully it's all on the plate. I think it is. Oh, it looks so good. Now wait, I'm going to hit you with the little bit of the tahini, just drizzled, dolloped all over that. I'm just going to garnish it with a little lemon wedge, just to pretend that that lemon had some juice. And I present you with leftovers with huge wow effect. Come on, can you believe that was leftover? Let's taste the whole thing together. Did I lose my fork? No, I didn't. Here. Oh. It's beautiful with this kale together. What are you waiting for? You got to make that. It took what, 10 minutes? I don't even know. Thank you for joining me on a real-time cooking episode of My Favorite Foods. See you next time. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Bye.